starting quite early. We are in the presence of 3 of the Birmingham boys. So we are trying to find them once more because they have got into an area that, as you can see, is not the greatest. Now they were just starting to roar, so it might be a good way for us to find them again because they are in a very tough area. Whew. My name is Ali. Hello everyone. Sorry, we were just trying to get out of where we were. On camera with me today is Seb. And if you've got any comments or questions, please send them through using the hashtag #SafariLive. Now, where did they go? Seems like it's been quite a night for the Birmingham boys. 3 of them are on property. Now, we had visual of 2. But I think I'm gonna go back to quarantine because the one that was here has gone into the drainage line and it's a bit too tough to try and follow in there, especially not the way that they're walking. So we're gonna try and head back there, see if maybe we can see the other ones. I'm not too sure visual of which one did we have. Let me just go back. Let's see. Woo. All right, let me go back. Ooh. All right. Let's go. All right, guys, I'm just gonna try to get us out of here. We are carrying a lot of branches on the car with us right now. So, whew. All right, while we try to find them again, let's go over to Taylor, who wants to say good morning.
I totally think Ali is due for fines because she can't find the lions that are on quarantine. I find that quite hilarious first thing in the morning. Anyways, my name is Taylor and on camera with me today is Craig, and we just heard a hyena calling. It sounded like it was coming from Treehouse Dam, but now I don't see any hyenas at all. Maybe they've gone a little bit further that way, so let's go that way. Now remember, this is live and interactive, so you can hashtag #SafariLive with any of your questions. Like I was saying in the pre-show, before we were attacked by the gremlins, is that there is quite a bit of activity going on today. Now, Craig has already called me indecisive. Can you believe that? Starting off with such harsh words. Because I said, let's go check the hyena den. And then I said, no, I want to go and find a leopard. We're going to go and check south. And then I then said, I actually wouldn't mind sitting with 3 Birmingham boys there. I can understand why Craig called me indecisive this morning. But I think, obviously, Craig, we're going to have to go back to our first thought here and try and find this hyena that's whooping around here. They move so quickly though, not quite as fast as the wild dogs, but they definitely don't always walk on the roads. But I reckon they're probably heading home, some of them. I don't know where home is for all the hyenas, however. Let's see what we've got around here though. I'm just trying to check as quick as I can. It's a bit difficult to see any tracks on the floor just yet. It's a little bit too sort of dark still. It's that awkward light. We'll just see if we can spot some. And we will go back and check the hyena den at some point, probably a little bit later once it just warms up a bit. And we'll go and see if there's anything happening that side. That will probably be our plan, but maybe we should try and also check. Apparently you all heard the hyenas last night if you were watching the dam cam feed. Yes, they were very busy. Very, very, very busy last night. Over the little marula roots here, lots of bush willow roots sticking out of the ground. Still no sign of this hyena. We couldn't have been too far behind it. I think it's obviously gone. They're sitting there. Oh, cool, we can start. No, don't be like that. There's an African grey hornbill here. I just want to try and get you a view, Craig. It's going to be awkward if I do that. I think that is probably a better view. Can you see it? Well, like you're going to fly though, because the partner's just flown. Off it goes. Here you go. First birds of the morning. Oh, they've actually landed just in front. Let's have a look at us jumping on a bush willow at the moment. These are beautiful birds too. The African grey hornbills, not ones that like to sit still and perform for the camera like the red-billed and the yellow-billed hornbills seem to enjoy. What are you feeding on? It's got something in its mouth. A little insect. Must have a sting or something on it. Did you see that? Oh, it's a caterpillar. Oh no, maybe it's a processionary moth. Maybe. That's probably what it is. Yes. It's got a little worm. That's a nice way to start your day, hey? With a high dose of protein and fat. Delicious. Protein shakes for what? When you can just eat moths and moth larvae and caterpillars. It looks like it's rubbing all the hairs off of its body. Of the larvae's body, of course. Sometimes they can cause you to itch. And I don't think if it irritates our skin, I can't imagine it would be very nice for those hornbills going down their throats. So how's that? Good way to start the morning with a kill. I will count this as a kill. Even a heron catching a fish, a roller catching an insect, they all count. Wonderful. Dangling it around like a piece of spaghetti. Come on now, stop teasing us, eat it. I reckon you've done a good enough job to get rid of all those hairs. This one's a OCD hornbill. Now I'm surprised that its mate, because there were two of them, hasn't come around to harass it. Oh, that's delicious. Have you not eaten it yet? Now it's looking for its next one. Look at it. Searching the leaves. They must be on the bush willows. Actually, they do like to sit on the bush willows. Oh, that was a dive down quickly. Come on, find another one for us. Normally they're quite gregarious, those the larvae of those moths. So usually when you find one, you'll find a whole group of them too. But it's just amazing to watch these birds work. And you really see that they rely on their eyesight here. They're not using their sense of smell. They're definitely using their eyesight predominantly when they're looking for sort of insects that are quite still on a tree. Imagine being able to pick out something that looks just like the background. That's pretty amazing. And off it goes. That's very cool. We'll see if we can get a better view. It's just tucked its way behind the tree now. Now, Dina, you've said it's nice to see African grey hornbills. We don't get to see them often. No, we don't. That's why I'm so impressed that it was just sitting so nicely for us, but it won't sit for too long. They're not a fan of the cars, off it flies. I think that was a pretty good start. Okay, it seems as though Ali's finally managed to find the thing she started off looking for, so let's go back across to her and also watch the sunrise.
I feel like maybe we should start this all over again now that we've had such a beautiful setting and the sun has risen and it's another gorgeous day out here in Africa. Beautiful sunshine. Now, if you were wondering, that is a marula tree. But if you were wondering a bit more about the marula tree or about what's around the marula tree, we are now on quarantine, which is a very nice open area where we can see pretty much everywhere into the distance. And just to the right, looking at the sunrise, there's a Birmingham boy. How exciting is that? Looking so regal as ever. And we think he's actually looking at one of his brothers. So I see maybe he'll start coming back later on. But initially this morning there were 3 of them. So like I said, it's been a very exciting morning altogether, because around about 5 o'clock, Tristan and I heard what sounded like hyenas fighting something, and we said, oh, they're fighting a cat. So couldn't really figure out what was going on, and there were no tracks. And as we set out on drive, well, there were 3 boys out here in the open. Now we've managed to see 2, the one that we were following through that horrible thicket when the show started. But it seems like perhaps that boy might actually even be coming back. Not too sure, because they started roaring a little bit. And I think this particular boy was calling them back. But what a way to start the morning. So yes, we think that maybe they stole the kill. Either the hyenas made the kill, or I think the flood actually thickens. And I think maybe that kill that they were fighting for was actually made by a leopard, because there are leopard tracks also not too far from the area, possibly Tingana. So who knows, maybe Tingana made a kill, hyena stole it from Tingana, lion stole it from hyenas. How's that for a drama for a Sunday morning? Hello, I'm very happy to see you. I haven't seen a male lion in I don't know, when was the last time we saw a male lion, Sam? A while ago, hey? Very exciting times to have all of them here on Djuma. Well, not all of them, at least 3. Now hopefully we'll be able to have a glance of at least 2 of them. Oh, yeah, we'll definitely have a view of 2 of them, because I can see the other ones behind us. So maybe he'll come. Oh, look at the brother. Oh, look at your scary face. Such a character. Going up? Yeah, your brother's the other way. So you can see whatever it is that they might have stolen was not too big. Still looking a bit skinny, but still as powerful and as regal as ever. And now we've got the other one walking all the way down there. I feel like we're the sandwich amongst the lions right now. Oh, look at that mane. That is beautiful. Guys, you're walking the wrong direction though. Although actually this might be easier to follow them in. Alright, let me untangle my legs, as I'm a bit small and I have to gain some. Hoo-hoo-hoo. What a way to start the morning. Oh. Joshua, you say that they're getting so big, or they are so big. Yes, they are. They are incredible creatures. And they are looking stunning this morning. Just stunning. With this beautiful golden light. Ah, we've even got a jackal down there running in the distance. The jackal is a bit too short, so he keeps jumping up and down the grass to see forward exactly where this lion is walking now. I think maybe... Oh, there it is. Well spotted, Seb. How's that? Jackals and lion all in one shot. And then I think someone is busy grooming himself and cleaning up. Just wanted to wait to see where this other male was gonna pop out, but I don't know if he also stopped there or if he's carried on walking. So maybe let's just try to go around so that we don't have just to look at their bun when their faces are so beautiful. Oh, but are you gonna come here, Lion King? Alright guys, I think that I'm actually gonna stop here for a second because I think the other one is coming this way as well. Alright, while we wait for them to come around, let's go to Taylor, who's found the other predator that was moving around last night.
We've got 2 of them too. I just don't know if we're going to get another view. There's 2 hyenas walking here. Maybe we'll see them through this gap. Running now. I think we're going to be just getting them. And that's the end of that sighting. They are unfortunately not on our traverse. Maybe they're going to pop out at Baboon Pan. We'll head that way. I at first got so excited I thought it was 2 leopards on the road because a kudu. There were 3 massive kudu bulls. That's actually what we were going to start with. Something down there. I think that's Impala though. And they were looking at us and these beautiful kudu bulls. Then looked down the road. There's 2 things walking down the road. What on earth are they? Anyways, turns out not leopards, it was hyenas. They were quite far.
Alright, seems like the gremlins have attacked Taylor, but worry not, we've got lions to defend us today. Yay! Now, the boys, I don't think they know what they want to do, funny enough, because they've been circling around, but by the looks of it, they want to be in each other's company. Now, I've been paying attention to the guys on the radio because apparently there are more tracks, and we know there was another male that was walking around in this general area. Let's just maybe go and follow this other one. And he carried on going north. Now, apparently there are more tracks for the rest of the Nkahuma pride. Alright, where is this one going though? Is he eating something? Okay, then let me go just around the tree. I thought he was grooming himself. But Alright. I feel like this is a roller coaster. But yeah, so there are tracks for what seems to be the Nkahuma Pride, just a bit further north from here. So I wonder if perhaps they weren't all on the property last night. You are eating something quite small, are you not? Ah, you fooled me. Hey Fern, there's just one Madonna on quarantine and the other one's busy walking north towards Buyatila axis. Alright. I feel... What are you guys eating? Or what are you eating? It seems to be some sort of rib cage. Perhaps something small like a wildebeest, although whatever it is, it's pretty much finished. I'm not too great with anatomy, but I'm gonna put it... My guess will be either a young wildebeest or an impala, just by size and judging by the fact that there's no more around here. And look at... He's so thorough. He's just busy trying to get the last bits of meat that are in there. Just the last... the last little bit of meat that's still attached to the bone that hasn't been able to be chewed off just yet. So that's why he's using his very powerful tongue to try and loosen the little bit that's left. Look at that. He's managing. Ooh, I don't know if you... Ooh. That was amazing. You see, so the tongue is very rough, and that's why they lick so constantly the food that they're about to eat, because it's pretty much dislodges itself from the bone, and then they manage to pretty much eat everything that's attached there, which is great because nothing really can go to waste, and there are a few bites in there that he can still have. I think though eating this part of the body is not that easy. I think you're running slim here, boy. Jenny Animation, you say, yummy ribs for breakfast. Exactly. I think he is really enjoying the ribs for breakfast. What are you listening to? There's an impala rotting in the distance. Seems like Taylor has managed to find the hyena once more drinking, so let's go over to her and spend some time with this hyena while breakfast is done.
Well, this is not the one of the two hyenas that we actually had a quick look at before. This is another one. So it seems as though the hyenas are on a roll today, and they're moving around quite a bit. I've also seen a couple of leopard tracks and some male lion tracks. So the male lions must have come this way. And just a quick sip of water. Nice, got muddy feet. I'm gonna pop out just in front of the car now too. I'm worried about moving just because I know the gremlins have been here. And there's also another car in the sighting. So now I have no idea if this is part of our Djuma clan or if it's from another clan entirely. You'll have to help me out with that. Remember, hashtags I are looking at. We'll try and keep with it. Also, go away birds and going south. You can see the hyena has now picked up the pace. Off it goes, running into the distance. But what of the day? I think we're very lucky in seeing so much predator activity. Hopefully we're going to find another spotted creature in the form of a leopard at some point. That would be absolutely ideal. But we'll have to see. You might be able to hear some more voices. Off it goes. Right, I think what we should go and do is, I think let's go and follow up Craig. Let's go see where what those go-away birds and the squirrel are shouting at. It could have been absolutely anything. But we're going to go down that way. Ah! That is a hyena.
Sorry guys, seems like the gremlins are attacking Taylor. But he's gotten up. He's decided that everything that he's managed to get out of the kill is finished. But sorry, I'm just trying to listen to the radio. He's actually gone the completely opposite way from the other two males. So we've got two that had gone straight north, and then he's gone this way. Now I just want to wait because there's one vehicle not too far, so I just want to sneak past them and get ahead of them so that we can actually have the view of the lion walking towards us, because that's first prize. Now I've got to do this in a way that's not going to disturb our beautiful king. All right. Let's go. Alright, I wonder if perhaps he's actually heard some more lions roaring in the distance. Let me just go bundu bashing and go ahead. I feel like I'm a Formula 1 pilot right now. Terrified though of stumps. And then we'll be able to have a nice look of him. Okay. Sorry, Seb. I think this is as much as I can go. Oh, no antenna. I'm sorry, guys. We were trying to do something really cool, but I can't go any more forward. So if you don't mind ignoring the antenna for the next 5 minutes. Oh, he's striding. Look at that walk, that gait, and those paws. So he's gonna walk right next to us, which is quite amazing. Hello, boy. Oh. Yeah, the sheer size of these paws. How incredible is this? This is amazing. And there I hear more impala alarming. And I'm sure he's heard them too. Now, there's a possibility of more lions around here. Perhaps more males, perhaps the rest of the female. And I think everyone's quite happy to start tracking them. So we're just going to stick around with this guy, see where he leads us to, because he definitely seems like he's got a mystery, or that he's going somewhere. So I want to find out why he's walking that way and where he is going to. But I think... yeah... we're just going to have to dodge these guys again. But it's fine. Luckily it's a very nice big open area, so it's not a problem. And there's enough space for everyone, for 2 cars and 1 lion. I think it's a good ratio. Ryan, you're wondering if this is a dominant male amongst the Birmingham boys. I'm actually not too sure. Oh. You're asking, is there? I would imagine that there is. Normally the one with the biggest mane, that tends to be the dominant one, but I'm not too sure if there's a set hierarchy already amongst the Birmingham boys. So if any of our long-standing viewers know, I would be more than happy to know. So you can just let us know using the hashtag #SafariLive. I don't know if maybe Mfumo, being the authority, is the most dominant one. Could be the case. But I've only been able to see them a handful of times, so I'm actually super happy that this is happening. I think this is only my 3rd sighting of the Birmingham boys, or a Birmingham boy in the last 2 months. Walking with lions, how is that for a morning stroll? Now, these guys are gonna come this way. I think let's just wait until he goes by, because then the other guys are parked on the road. Look at that power, striding somewhere. Must be quite a feeling being such a fearsome male lion. Mike, you're asking if I know how old this lion is. Well, judging by his condition and the fact that he seems to be in the prime of his life, I'm going to put his age around 6-7 years of age, between 5 and 7. It's normally when lions are looking their best and the males become quite dominant and they're able to hold a pride and many females. And I think these guys actually split their time amongst 3 different prides of lions. Where are you going, boy? Whew. Negan, you say this looks like a man on a mission. I fully agree with you. He's definitely on a mission. I'm not too sure where he's going. So I thought maybe he would have carried on following his brothers, but I think he knows that there's something else around here, because he look at that stand. He is looking tall, he's looking high. There's something that, and he's so alert, so there's gotta be something else here. What are you looking at? Where are you going? Hang on. Alright, sorry guys, there's a lot of radio activity going on and I can't really hear a lot, and I don't really want to turn the radio off just because I know there might be other people interested in coming and having a look at the lion. A wildebeest. Okay, maybe he's hungry because he was busy. Oh, what? Yeah, he's here. He's just Bogan what seems to be a wildebeest. Alright. There's a wildebeest there, and he's not too far from this lion, so who knows? Maybe he's still hungry. I'm with Taylor. I'm with the one Madora that's on Philemon's cut line at the moment, just heading slightly east. Okay, copy. I would say the best way, try Galago shortcut and Galago pan. I'm not too sure what's going. The radio, guys, I'm sorry, this is getting a bit confusing because people won't stop talking on the radio. So I'm actually just going to go slightly forward and follow this lion. I think lots of... Is he stalking though? I can't see him now. Oh, hang on. I don't want to... He is... I know you don't have a visual, but he's walking towards all the... Alright, I think he's given up now. Okay, sorry, I don't want to give the lion an unfair advantage over all the other creatures. And there are lots of impala and wildebeest around here, so for a moment there it seemed like he wanted to go for one. So I didn't want to carry on moving and then... Ah, there's another lion! Alright, well, we've got 2. This is actually the first one we saw this morning, the one that we were trying to follow. And in the golden light. How is that? Alright, following lions we go. Hello guys, very happy you're here. Alright, lots of impala around this area that are now starting to panic and scatter and run everywhere. because of course there are 2 male lions around here that are looking somewhat hungry, or at least not too full. And I can just see the dust in the distance. Hello boys. Now, how am I going to follow you around here? Okay, not too bad around here, perfect. Lots of wildebeest around here, but clearly they're not interested in the wildebeest. They're interested in something else. Look at that brotherly love. Oh, sorry. It is a bit bumpy around here. I'm going to try and follow through the most open patch that I can find. I still have a visual of them. I'm just trying to get onto an area where we can actually stop and see where they go. Funny enough, I'm actually driving on the animal path. They are not walking on the animal path. Woo! Whoop! I think they're gonna come out in front of us. There they go. Hello, guys. Alright. Seb, sorry. Seb, I feel like whenever I'm with you, we get into this super crazy off-roading missions.
Yeah, but we get the best sightings too.
We get the best sightings, you say. I'm not complaining about this morning. Hello, boys. Once more. So interesting. So as we've seen this morning, the one already knows where he wants to go, and then the other one, I think he's been a bit indecisive. So he's been coming back and forth. He went on a mission. Perhaps he went all the way to Gallagher Pond in front of Gallagher Lodge to have a drink. Whew. And once he was done with that, then he's come back onto his brother now. So I wouldn't be surprised that there's actually the third lion somewhere behind us, probably coming to try and meet up with the brothers. I suppose this is only fair. They were on quarantine, so now we have to do a bit more off-roading. Alright, we are going to try once more to go around us, but let's go to Taylor while we try to relocate on those brothers.
Right, now you may hear some strange noises. It's me rubbing my hands together because I feel as though I know what it's like to have frostbite this morning. They are so cold and sore, but that's something that this kudu, I don't think, is feeling, because he's got a lovely thick coat to keep him nice and warm, much warmer than I could ever be. But now he's gone behind the bushes. Now remember, just a little while ago I was telling you about how we'd actually seen a beautiful sighting of 3 big kudu bulls. I reckon it's the same one. So how nice is that? We left them because we saw the hyenas, and then, well, we did a couple of loops and laps, and we ended up picking up that beautiful kudu bull again, which was, I think, quite nice. They're in there, but it's now difficult to try and get a gap, unfortunately, with it being quite thick. Now, I was just chatting to Aubrey on the radio. It sounds like shadow and cover on the property, which is good. He's got their tracks going up Shibam towards Philemon's cut line, but going west. So I'm thinking we might actually just check the boundary and go. I know she's going to go onto the new road. Let's quickly find out, actually. Oh no, there's much chatting on the radio. We won't be able to get a word in now, but maybe we'll go the new road if Aubrey hasn't gone the new road already. Perhaps today will be the day that I find shadow on her her new proclaimed road that she seems to walk almost every single day. Wouldn't that be quite nice? But we'll keep going for now. Come on, hands, warm up. I had to take my gloves off because I feel like they're even colder with my gloves on. This way at least I can try and warm them up together. That's so much better. Okay. So I'm having a little listen to the radio here. As soon as there's a gap, I'm going to jump onto it because I just want to find out what Aubrey's route is going to be and where he's going to drive to ensure we don't drive the same place twice and we could both check 2 different areas at once. Okay, let me jump onto the radio. Orbs for Taylor. A little emerald spotted wood dove. Orbs, where are you going to check for that Mafazi Ingwe? Isn't that beautiful? Just standing in the road. I think also trying to get warm for the moment. It's rude. Just flown away. Okay, copy. Do you want me to take the new road or do you want me to quickly check Triple M? To find out from Aubrey where he'd like me to check. Right, so it seems as though we're going to do the new road. Okay, copy. I'll check the new road. I'm just passing the quarry now. Okay, so we're going to help Aubrey. So hopefully between 2 guides and a tracker we'll be able to find this leopard. Wouldn't that be nice? So Aubrey's going to try and stay on the tracks. He says they go off road, so I think he might put his tracker on them and on the footprints, and hopefully he'll go in the bush, and then we'll check some other areas. So we'll actually be checking 3 spots at once, which is pretty good. Gina, you've said this is why we love winter. There's always so many cats, most certainly, and the bush is so clean. Like you can see right through it. It's so nice. So we're just going to pass through Bama. We're going to go on the next road. I see where they crossed in. I saw where those leopards crossed in, but we won't stop. We'll just keep going and try and get onto these tracks, or at least, or even better, pick up a leopard. And it seems as though there was a big male leopard walking down the road at some point too. And very interesting. Who knows? Maybe we find lots and lots of leopards today. I'm going to send you all the way. Well, actually, she's not too far away, but let's go back across to Ali. She's managed to keep up with those Birminghams.
But they haven't made it easy for us to try and keep up with them. They are still heading south, which, knowing these guys, it's quite a mission for them. Oh, but they're going into the drainage now. I don't know if maybe we should actually just go onto the other road, because I feel like they're gonna... I'm gonna go around, because I think they are going to cross the drainage line and go into the other road. So I think rather than trying to keep up with them here, because we're not going to be able to, I'm going to quickly go around, because the other road is not too far. So let's go Ferrari Safari. Hold on, Seb. Michelle, you're wondering if the Birmingham boys that we're looking at, if they make a kill, will they call the rest of the pride to share the kill? Not necessarily. A lot of the times they won't, especially if it's something small like an impala or young wildebeest. They will not call them onto the kill because they want to eat as much as they want. So although they are a coalition and they spend time together because it's beneficial for both of them or for all of them, they also have to themselves to look after, so they can be selfish is not a good word for it, but perhaps it's the best that describes it all, the way that they are being. Okay guys, whew. Hopefully we'll get them coming onto the road over here. There's a bit of a bump on the road, so I don't want to lose any passengers, and they should be coming up on here somewhere, because they were heading in this direction, but if not, then we'll definitely wait for them. I don't see them changing tracks. Alright, so let's see. I think it would be a bit further down the road. Because unfortunately, there's quite a steep dip or drop on the road here, so we wouldn't have been able to cross it with the car anyway. Now, lions, where are you? Emerson, you're wondering how large the Birmingham's male's territory is. Well, it's quite large at the moment if you consider they're dominating around Buffelshoek, Djuma, and pretty much all of the northern part of the Sabi sand. So I would say about 7,000 hectares at the moment. So it's a very, very massive area. Now, I see this is where they came from because these are their tracks. Just want to quickly have a scan around. See if maybe we can see them. Alright, boys. I don't know if maybe they'll pop out a little bit further down the road because they are definitely going quite quickly. So the good thing is that there's two of us looking into this lion mystery. So I think the other guys are just gonna go check slightly forward of us, which is good news. So maybe let me get down and be small again. And of course, if they do pop on the road, we'll always have their tracks. I still don't want to go slowly. They are missioning, but it'll still take them a little bit of time to cross this drainage line. Let's see. Where are you guys? Ralph, confirm you've got visual. Okay, copy, thanks. Right, seems like they were a lot quicker than what we thought, and they're actually already on the road. So, let's go. Woo! There we go. Guys, you guys are certainly missioning now. They're going straight south, so I wonder if perhaps they're gonna go back to some more females, perhaps the sticks somewhere else, perhaps they know something that we don't know, because they have been steadily going south all the way. So we can see one of them already, and the second one is also here. Whew. Exciting times ahead. My best guess is that one of the males, when he stopped and he started listening and he came in a completely different direction from the rest of them, was that he actually heard some more lions maybe calling in the distance, and that's perhaps what he's gonna come and try to investigate. Okay, I think we're gonna have a nice view of them here. They are on a full-on territorial patrol. It's been scent marking, and every now and again they stop and they rub their cheeks against the leaves and of course spray some urine. Hello guys. It is amazing. It makes you wonder. They have been moving around the whole night and they're still moving around. So what time is it now? It is 7, so 7:15, so 45 minutes into the morning drive. These animals are still up and moving, which is quite common in winter. They'll spend a lot of time moving. That's why sometimes when we hear them roaring at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, we know that they already can walk so much. I mean, look how much they've been walking already today. It's been incredible. Now in the summertime, perhaps they wouldn't do this as much, as it gets a bit hot. Alright. So they would stop moving quite earlier on. And we get to enjoy, oh, look at that beautiful golden light. You guys are looking stunning. Lara Moore, you say that they are so perfectly built. I agree. They are looking so powerful and so regal. So even though they're not looking particularly full, they're still looking in great general shape and condition, which is awesome because we haven't seen them in quite a while. Stacy, you're wondering how far is the distance they can walk in a day. Well, I would say they walked around maybe 5Ks already, because they came from another property last night and now they've carried on moving. So it depends on the particular areas, but I see their tracks here. So this is actually where they came from last night, and they could have just sent us on a trip. Imagine if we hadn't seen them on quarantine going up and down. I wouldn't be surprised if this has happened earlier. We look at their tracks and we start trying to figure out where they have gone to, and in the meantime they're sitting somewhere and then they get up and they carry on going. Powerful guys. Big yawn. Yes, you've been walking a lot. I feel like you should. I think they're gonna head on to Twin Dams now and that drainage line again. Whew. No guys, not the drainage line. Hopefully we'll carry on the road. There we go. Trying to figure out where they're gonna pop out. We're definitely coming here. There we go. Maybe a bit further ahead. I think maybe they're gonna come onto Twin Dams Road. Alright, we can still see them. They're slowly coming in this direction, but unfortunately they haven't stopped moving. Michael, you're wondering how long does it take male lions to become dominant to get a coalition or their territory? Well, normally they manage to do so when they're about 5, 6, 7 years old. That's when it's considered that adult lions are in their prime. And then they tend to lose it when they're about maybe 9. It's obviously area dependent and coalition dependent. Some coalitions have been known to hold on to territories for much longer, some for much less. But these guys, you can see, they are looking incredible, very healthy. I think there's something magical about. Mary, you say you want to see this lions hunt. Well, they were almost hunting. I think they're more interested now in a territorial patrol more than anything else. Now, they do keep stopping, and there could have been a good opportunity for them earlier on when we stopped with those impala and the wildebeest. But they perhaps they changed their mind against it. Perhaps territorial patrol was more important this morning because they had something to eat last night. Some scraps and little things to eat. Oh, he stopped. Why are you stopping? I feel like you want to roar, lion. He keeps walking with like his mouth half open, so I'm really hoping he's gonna start roaring. That would be first prize. Alright, he's coming on to this general direction. And I'm sure this is a route that they've walked on many occasions before. Lions are creatures of habit, so I'm sure they know this particular area very well. So it becomes somewhat easier once you start tracking them later on to kind of know roughly the area that they walk, because they tend to walk roughly the same paths. Let's see. Right, I see more. So this is where they've come from. Now they've gotten back on their tracks. Seems like we are going through a bit of a gremlin patch. We're gonna try and fight them off, but while we do that.
Well, Craig and I have just had the most interesting experience with like a game drive vehicle. It was actually quite funny. Firstly, we heard them before we saw them, and I thought maybe my family had snuck out to do a surprise safari because they were loud like me, and I thought, okay. And then when they left us, my goodness, the whiff of perfume was great. It was about 4 or 5 different types of perfumes that were coming off of that car. It was so interesting. Right, what are we going to do now, Craig? We've come to the Ballanites junction and we haven't got any leopard tracks at all. Now, I've just bumped into another guide and we were chatting. So I think we're going to go to the last tracks, which are off Shibamo Road, so Shadow and her Cubs tracks. Now, I just want to see which way this vehicle came from. It must have come here this way around. So we will go onto Rebecca's. We'll just quickly check Rebecca's because Shadow, she's quite interesting. She does use the same routes over and over, and she's come up north, and we've seen her actually many times on Shibamo Road. She's made a kill just off of Philemon's cut line once where she was well hidden. We actually showed you the other day we had a sighting of a kudu there, and she could be in this drainage line anywhere really between Philemon's cut line, Rebecca's, Zoe's Road, and if they aren't coming out this way, then the chances of her being in there, we might actually confirm it. So we might get out and do a bit of tracking at some point, but not just yet. I want to just check one more road. Well, first I'm going to show you some impala. Hello, impala. No, don't run away. I'm trying to find some that want to stand still, so I'm going to go around this way where it's a bit more open. Just going to keep scanning. There's lots of kudu bulls around at the moment. It's very nice. Just scanning around, and you could see them every now and then. There we go. Well, there's a helicopter flying around at the moment as well. Obviously doing a bit of a patrol. Anti-poaching has been very active at the moment, which is great. No, I'm just listening to the radio, that's why I went quiet too. It sounds like the Nkuhuma lines crossed south somewhere, quite close to... Is that a log or a leopard? I think it's a Logosaurus. Craig, you see there's the silver cluster leaves, there's like a gap going around back to the road again. If you... yeah, this gap here. There's something sitting in the grass, but I think it's a Logosaurus. Can we... oh no, you can't see it. Okay, we'll go around and have a look and see what it actually is. Sorry, impala, I just want to go and see if this is a leopard perhaps stalking you. Probably going to be a log though. But, no, it is a log. It's rather a good idea just to make sure and just to keep checking. Gonna go right up to it and just have a good look. And then we'll go back on Rebecca's because I know this road has just been driven. Oh, yeah. Logosaurus. That's what I was looking at, Craig. That burnt stump just hiding in the grass. It looked like a leopard head popping above the long golden grass. We go a long way around. Whee! I'm trying to think. If we've got no tracks here, we might actually go and check the old hyena den and around that area because I believe a couple of times leopards have been spotted there too. So that is going to sort of be our plan now for the rest of the morning, and so we can try our absolute best to find Shadow. I'm sure she's here somewhere. I don't think she's too far. She's just such a sneaky leopard. And well, this area that we've got down below us that goes all the way to Philemon's cut line, there's no roads running in between other than Rebecca's, which is the one that we're on. And you've got quarantine on that side of the drainage, and then this massive open space where I suspect that there's another hyena den that's being used in between the one at Gallagher. I'm sure they're resting up in this area. Was it a hyena? It was one, hey? It did look like one. That's what I thought as well. I was like, nah, was it a hyena or was it a rock? Because now I've just spotted one Logosaurus. Oh, it is. Wait, Craig, let's go. You ready? Oh, I think it's eating something. But its head down on the ground and looked like a rock or a termite mound. pop our nose off road here. Hello. Yes. We're having a hyena day today. Yes, it is eating something. Now I need to figure out what it's eating. I'm going to stop just here. You can have a listen to it crunching. Now, I'm not sure which hyena this one is, but I suppose it has scavenged it from what was left of that wildebeest carcass. Though I wonder if it wasn't the hyenas that, like Ali said, that killed that wildebeest. It wouldn't surprise me. Hyenas are unbelievably good hunters. See how cautious it's being. I did also hear a noise, and I think it could have just been a bird squeaking that got that hyena's attention. So we might actually pop back up onto quarantine on our way around and actually go have a little quick look. Maybe there are some hyenas that are now scavenging on that carcass. Maybe some raptors. Who knows? We'll have to have a look. Any word as to which hyena is this, Megan? Is Crystal confirmed just yet? We're seeing so many. It's cool to see so many hyenas, and hopefully they'll go back to the den a little bit later. Taxon said he popped past the hyena den. He said there's no one was home, but I'm definitely going to be following up on that at some point. It'll be quite nice. Now, I'm not exactly sure what part of this wildebeest, I've only presumed that it's the wildebeest because we're so close to quarantine, is feeding on. Maybe a leg bone or something? Should I see if we can get a better view here, Craig? Let me go back a little bit and then just go in a little bit closer. Because I think we might be able to get a gap through the grass. That's the problem now, is the grass is still just a little bit too long. I think if I keep going, yeah, there's a gap there. I think it is a leg bone too. It's just incredible the strength that hyenas have in their jaws, and the fact that they are capable of crunching those bones opening and getting all of that bone marrow. Though it looks like it's got quite a big stomach, this hyena, so I reckon that it had been feeding on more than just the odd bones here and there. See that? Nice and fat. You don't often see very, very thin adult hyenas. Well, there we go. Now we can see what it's got. That just reminded me of my Irish wolfhound, when the butcher used to give us all the leftover bones and our dogs would chew them. This is why I say that I think that there is another den here. You know what I'd like to do? We're going to try and follow this hyena, because I want to see where it's going to go. If it's going to take it to another potential den site. We've been saying that we think they're using another den around here. Right, before the lions disappear, let's go across to Ali and have one last look at those beautiful boys.
Yeah, so one of the brothers is far behind us. We're not too sure. Maybe he's decided to actually have a bit of a snooze in the block. But the other one has carried on moving south. So we're not too far from the main road, and I'm pretty sure that he's going to cross the Lugari. That we know that the tracks for a few of the females have actually crossed onto Little Gowrie. So there we go, mystery solved. Perhaps he was listening, or he could hear the females roaring earlier on, and that's why he's come all this way. Just obviously following the females. Boy, where do you go? I'm gonna mark this. A vehicle behind, so I don't want them to be able to have a view. No? Okay, so let me go on. We'll be able to pass and get you on the other side. Definitely coming out here. It seems like the other brother is not far behind. Rajid, you're wondering if the brothers are females. Well, yeah, they do, but it's more of a first come, first served basis in terms of mating. I'm sure he's gonna pop out here because there he is. There's a big game path here. There we go. So I'm sure that's what he's interested in, one of the females, and that's why he's walking. But look how he's striding. He hasn't stopped walking in that general direction the whole morning. And when we were off air, actually, he almost tried roaring. I think it was a bit of a just calling the brother and be like, okay, come on. And now I believe the other brother is not too far behind. But like I said, we are pretty much on the boundary, very close to Twin Dams now. So these guys, I'm sure they're gonna cross over. But what a way to start the morning. Are you going to roar, boy? I know you want to. Come on. Brr. Gorgeous. Okay. Following the path. Woo. Hello, pretty boy. Maybe your brother's somewhere around here. I'm not sure. Not yet. No, he's been walking quite a lot. I wonder if he's gonna actually stop for a drink at the dam. I think you should. That would be amazing for all of us. Just don't want to go too quickly along the dam wall, just in case he does not go that way. What do you say, Seb? Dam wall. Dam wall. Okay, cool. Then let's go over there. Again, I have felt like a Formula 1 driver the whole morning. My dad would be proud of me. Oh my god. And of course they're already like... Okay guys. There we go. Yes! Come and drink, beautiful boy. How is that for a perfect winter morning? Crispy water, beautiful sunlight, and a wonderful, stunning male leopard approaching. Male lion, what am I saying? I'm sorry. Oh, I think the screenshots are going to be nice if he does come and drink, because we can see his reflection. The water's not moving, there's no wind. Oh, look at that. Oh. And here we go, the squirrels have spotted the lion and they're starting to call. Well, aren't you kind enough to drink right there? I think a drinks break is very much deserved for this lion. He's been walking for quite a distance non-stop, so it's tiring. It's not easy being a lion. Now, like we said earlier on, the brothers have split up. Bobby, you're saying this is the first time you've seen a lion alive? Yay! We prefer them alive. That's when we prefer them wild. Oh, you meant as in live streaming. Thank you. I thought Megs, you said alive, and I was like, okay. Well, but that's great. I'm very happy you got to see some of our favorite male lions. These are the Birmingham boys, and they have been tough to find the last a few weeks. I think we've all been struggling to find them. We find their tracks often, and we track them, and they seem to go into areas that we can no longer traverse in. So I think this morning we've been very, very lucky, guys. That's beautiful. Oh, I see the other brothers also coming out in the distance. Yeah, maybe he's also gonna come and stop for a drink. Yeah, just coming straight through those bushes. He's just behind the bushes now, so we know we've got our spot. We're just gonna sit tight here and just wait for them to come and have a drink with us. Maybe we should take a page from Byron's book and have a coffee break with the lions. That would be quite nice, considering my coffee has pretty much spilled all over the car. Louis, you're saying you love the way they drink, how the tongue curls in the water. It is quite amazing, and they've done so many studies to try and figure out how cats actually drink. Because I always thought that they would put their tongue in and almost do a bit of a cup with their hands and then drink it up. But it seems like using some incredible phototechnology, it's actually been proven that what they do is they pretty much make the tension of their tongue against the water, brings a little bit of the water up, and then they close their jaw to try and drink. It is very crazy. But they definitely don't drink the way that I thought that they used to drink. You're looking a bit tired though, I must say. He's striding out of willpower, but I don't think he wants to carry on walking all that much. He's almost got that look as in like, okay, I'm coming, but I'm tired now. I don't want to carry on walking. We've done our patrol. There are no other males around here. Enough now. Nice, guys. Very nice. Isn't that just stunning? I think this is the best way to start a Sunday. What a sighting they have given us. Vicky, you say that you think that the girls are going to win today. Well, Tristan will be very upset about me seeing male lions. Cheers! Bye-bye. Because he complains, and he always says that male lions don't like him. Because whenever he comes or whenever he's on drive, the male lions are not here. So I will definitely rub this one in. More for personal gain than anything else. Yeah, I might be on the couch today though. It's fine. I've got 2 boys. Hello. So you see the way he's drinking? Catherine, you say that you love their black manes. Yes, they've got very stunning manes at the moment, don't they? So you see how they're drinking, just what I wanted to mention earlier. It's a constant movement of the jaw and the tongue. So it's the tension of when he strikes the water and he pulls off a little bit of water. So before that water breaks off sort of from his tongue, then he's going to close his mouth, and then that's where he's going to catch the water in. It's very incredible the way that they drink. What a morning, guys. And Riddle, you say it's a lucky sighting today, or a lucky day. It's been a good sighting. Sorry, I got confused. I think it has been. We've been so lucky, and like I said, just the fact that they were pretty much on our doorstep at quarantine, that we've been lucky to see them all around, because normally they're quite hard to find, and I'm sure you guys have seen us plenty when we go tracking and go, and their tracks just seem to lead somewhere else, or they cross out before we actually have a chance to see them. So I'm super excited that they're here. It's been a very lucky morning indeed, and I haven't seen male lions in quite a while. So, and these guys are just looking stunning, and every time I see them, their mane seems to be bigger, which is a good sign of them being dominant. They are stunning creatures, aren't they? Now, if I could only wish for something else to add to this wonderful sighting, I would hope for them to roar pretty loudly. Now, I think this is our sighting about to be finished, because they are slowly going to cross. Well, that was not the easiest path, was it? I think someone got distracted there. He's gonna come right behind us, so it's a bit of a tricky spot at the moment for 7i, because obviously I don't want to go back and get in his way. but we're gonna have a wonderful view. Sorry guys, he is literally right behind us, so there are parts of the car that are into view, but I think Seb is doing a great act of yoga.
Yeah.
Some ab work this morning. Alright, and now swapping around. I think, let me go forward, and I think this is pretty much going to be it for us, but let's maybe enjoy the last few seconds. Let me go around quickly before we hand over the sighting to more people. There we go. It's gonna come in front of us, and I think that's going to be it. Go. Alright, let's go onto the fire break, and I think that's it, guys. They are pretty much on the main road, going straight south into Little Gowrie, where we know the females have been seen. So I think that's pretty much for us for the morning. Sorry, there's a bit of a log here. And off they go. Funny enough, they're pretty much at the exact same spot where Hosanna and Tandi were the other day. Hello, beautiful boy. Thank you for a very good morning. We appreciate it. And off they went in search of the girls. Well, it's quite funny to see the different attitude. I don't think they're going to carry on walking for too much longer. I could be mistaken, but I think they're starting to get a little bit tired now, just judging by the way that they're walking and how they started walking earlier on this morning. I think they were a lot more decided to carry on walking earlier on. Perhaps also they're picking up the scent of the females. I can't see if maybe he's doing a bit of a Flemen grimace. And off they went. Whew. Catherine, you're saying bye-bye lions. I think that is the best thing we could say right now. Bye-bye lions, and thank you very much for being so friendly and out and about this morning. We are very thrilled to have seen all of them. This has been wonderful. Yay! Alright, seems like Taylor is being a bit of a hyena whisperer this morning, so let's go over to her and find out what the hyenas have been up to.
Well, thank you, Crystal. You identified this hyena as June, which is Scarback's daughter from 2015. Craig and I were debating whether it was a male or a young female. What is wrong with me? Female is what I meant to say. Now, she stopped eating her bone just about a minute ago. Now, she's crossed the drainage line, and I don't know where she's going. I was hoping to be able to see exactly where she's disappearing to, but unfortunately, there isn't a place for us to cross this drainage line to try and keep up with her. It was quite interesting, just sitting with her for a bit. Maybe she'll come back and get that bone a little bit later, or perhaps she's munched through all the bone that she possibly could. Now I can't see her at all. She's completely disappeared, which I suppose means we need to find our way back towards a road of some sort. So, I don't know, Craig, where we're going to go now. If we just go this way, we should bump back up onto Rebecca's again. But, well, might take us a while, but we'll give it a bash anyway. Who knows? We could find a leopard or something in here as we're just trying to... Whoops, that was a hole. Try to get back to the road. We can say that we searched this area pretty well then. Down the long road, long way back. But that was very interesting, all the hyenas around. So is it final control, Rebecca? Oh, a viewer, Rebecca. I was just trying to figure out, apparently, one of the many Rebeccas out there in the world says every time that I say the word Rebecca, you jump up, thinking I'm calling you. Maybe I am. But it's the name of the road. It's actually one of the landowner's daughter's names. That's where that road name comes from. Thank goodness it's not summer, otherwise I don't think I'd be navigating through this bush very well. How far do you think the road is from here? What do you think, Craig? Yeah, me neither. Craig says, he goes, I'm not sure, and I was going, oh, I don't know either. I was hoping you had an answer. We'll just keep going though until we hit a wall of trees and then have to turn back. It's nice to investigate through here. I'm definitely looking forward to doing a bushwalk at some point. Just purely because it's opened up quite nicely now. These areas are going to be really lovely to walk around in, and of course I want to come back this way so that I can try and figure out which den they're using. Definitely there's something going on down in this drainage line. It's not just that other den that's active. Right, I think Rebecca's Road's just up ahead here. Woohoo! Please be it. Yay! That wasn't too bad at all, actually. So I actually found that area we just drove through was easier to off-road than some of the roads that we have to drive on. Okay. Fantastic. Now we can carry on with our search for the leopard as well. Who knows, we might bump back into young June at some point too. What do you think, Craig? Do you think we should quickly go and see if there's anything scavenging on what's left of that wildebeest carcass? Might as well. I'd like to see some vulture activity today. That's definitely birds that I'm missing, and I enjoyed learning quite a bit about them over the drought, 2015, 2016, typically when it was at the peak of the drought, and there were so many buffalo carcasses and hippo carcasses around that there were just vultures in every single tree you're driving around. They were just as common as turtle doves. We got to see some lappet-faced vultures. We got hooded, white-backed. We didn't get any. I didn't see any white-headed, which was a pity. I thought we were going to be lucky and see some of them. But either way, it's nice to see those large birds. Might be something scavenging, right? Maybe the jackal. We'll spend a bit of time with the jackal. I think it would be quite nice. But we'll head back round there. We're not far anyways. We just got to go through this drainage line, up and then back around through Philemon's Dip and onto Quarantine, and then try and locate the carcass. And then I think after that we'll probably go to the hyena den and have a look. Now Bonnie, you're wondering how big is our property? At the moment, with the two properties that we can traverse on, Djuma and Chitwa, it's 1,200 hectares. Not particularly large in terms of land size, however it's very productive, as you've seen. Sometimes though the animals don't necessarily stay on the property all the time, they're walking through, because Djuma and Chitwa form parts of territories of not just lions but leopards too. So pretty cool that on such a small piece of land we can see so many different things, which is really quite nice. But that's the Sabi Sands for you. It's such a productive area, loads of leopards, loads of lions. The diversity of birds is incredible. Reptiles, also the same. So much variety. And hopefully when we come back to summer again, we'll start to see more of the agamas, more geckos, and more other types of lizards and things. Snakes, maybe. Though we should still see them every now and then. Now, we're seeing a lot of their tracks as they're moving around during the day. But to actually catch them out in the open, it's quite difficult to spot the snakes. You've got more chance of coming here and seeing 5 different leopards than you are of coming to the sands and seeing a snake. It's pretty good statistics if you ask me. Okay, let's go up. Through the dip we go. And we'll go up onto Quarantine. Oh, there's hyena tracks here that I want to show you. They were so massive. Let me see if I can find them again, the right ones. They were like the size of my hand. I was so amazed. Now, I actually took a photo a couple of months ago of a hyena track, and I put a pen next to them. And they were the same length as the pen. Oh, those are some of the biggest hyena tracks that I'd ever seen. They're coming. I don't want to squash them. There they are. Now I need to find a nice one. Drive over them. Come Come on, rust bucket. Where are these footprints? Well, they're further up. We're closer to the top here. No, here they are. No, those aren't them. Those are small ones. There was lots of hyena activity. It actually looked like at one point there may have been a hyena cub that had joined the hyenas that were running up and down here. Okay. You just have to bear with me. Lots and lots of vehicles have gone up and down here now, so they have driven some of these tracks over. Now, Emerson, you're wondering how many hyenas are in a single den. It depends. I mean, you can have clans. I was asking the other day how big the clan is on Elephant Plains, and somebody threw out a number of over 30 hyenas living at one den, or they've got 3 dens that they move between. So it just depends on the area. There's a lot of things that will go with that. The Djuma clan is not particularly large. Where's these big footprints here? But there's definitely enough. I mean, we're seeing Scarback's daughter from 2 years ago pop up. We saw a male by the name of Comet, who I don't think I've ever seen before. So there's plenty of hyena. Here's one. Now we're talking. Found a goodie. It's so big. Oh, this car. You turn it off and you take your foot off the clutch and it just does whatever it wants. Sorry, Craig. Almost took myself out as well. This is a massive footprint. Okay, now I just want to get... It's over here. It's in there, and I'm trying to get it that I don't have the sun. Oh, there's a tree. That's what, the shadow of a tree. But look how massive that hyena track is compared to my hand. Isn't that huge? That's a big front foot. That must be a very, 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 very big female. Let's walk down here. And I reckon that it's the same hyena track that I took a picture of a few months ago. And a couple of the other guards and I were talking about it. And they reckon that they've seen that same hyena. They said there's one that hangs around in Coral that is absolutely massive. And they every now and then think that she's a